Alright, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles, and unto the elders, the great millstone, GMS for telling me this truth, and honors to all the Akim out there that's pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And Thawada, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, for allowing me to come back with another lesson. Now, I'm not sure what I'm gonna title this lesson, but it's based off of this little clip. You stay up late night, you watch videos, and then you come across older videos, of the apostles, when they were out on the I think 34th Street, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just gonna play this little clip, and just go off of what I wanted to touch upon in this clip. So let me just play it.
Also going to acknowledge that you're going into slavery under the black man, huh? You ain't going to acknowledge that. You see how the white woman is? You see?
And that's the thing, we tell you Edomites periodically, okay, that the things in which you've done to the children of Israel, which consist of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with Judah on down, because it starts with the head, all right? But, starting from Judah on down, you Edomites, which are you so-called white people, you've completely destroyed, our people, man. You've done very horrible things to them, not only just in slavery, but to this very day you still do. It's not as bad as it was in slavery, but you still find a way to oppress the children of Israel, man. Okay, and everything in this society in America is set up against the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and you devils, you're so proud you don't want to acknowledge the fact that you see Edomites. They don't think that they gonna pay for what they done, in their past life. They think that they're just gonna, it's just gonna ride off onto the sunset, which that's not the case, man. You Edomites are going straight into slavery, man. All right, no ifs, no ands, or buts about it. Okay. And since I mentioned that, let me grab this. This is the book of This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 9 and 10. And it says, "If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity." And that's right. And what's captivity? All right, captivity. Okay, well, we gotta look it up a little bit more. All right. Captivity. All right, the condition of being imprisoned or confined, imprisonment, confinement, internment, all right, incarceration, all right, slavery, all right, bondage, enslavement. And that's what you've done to the children of Israel, man. All right, talking about you Edomites. All right, so since, Salakia, let's go back to the scripture. It says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity." So since you led the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans into captivity, therefore, and it's only fair that you go into captivity, all right? It says, "He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword." Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. And who are the saints? The Israelites. And this will we patiently wait for and have faith in. All right, that we will get that, you will pay for what you done, to our nation, all right, because the Most High, the scriptures talk about how matter of fact, let me grab this, Ezekiel. In Ezekiel 25:12, it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, because they Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them, Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword, because that's Esau's blessing, the sword. All right, and we know what YAHAWASHI said to Peter when he struck the one of the high priest's ear off, or the servants, the soldiers that came up to him. He said, put up thy sword, and matter of fact, let me just grab it real quick. Here it is, Matthew 26:52. Then Yahushua said unto him, matter of fact, let me start up just a little bit. Verse 50, and behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priests and smote off his ear. Then said Yahushua unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. And that's how Esau's gonna go out. He's gonna perish with his own sword that he uses, because Esau, he made those missiles, right? And that's how America is gonna be destroyed, by thermonuclear missiles, man. Which is a sword, all right? Because when you go to Revelation, the 6th chapter, talks about how there was a red horse, went out a red horse, and power was given him to take peace, and to him was given a great sword. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. Reading on verse 14, it says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. So the way how the Most High is going to lay the vengeance upon Esau, Edom, is by the hand, or by his people. Okay, by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, saith the Lord. See, and this is the future of you Edomites, man. All right, this is the future of Esau, Edom. All right, and eventually, in due time, you're gonna be cut off forever, man. All right, Obadiah 1:10, and it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And that's right. And you shown your violence toward your brother Jacob in slavery into this very day. Okay, killing him, so on and so forth, man. All right, but soon you're gonna be under, because right now we're under the curses, right? Soon these curses are gonna come upon our enemy, and our chief enemy is who? Edomites. All right, and one of those curses is that we would go into slavery, that would be going to bondage. All right, right? Let's grab it. Oh, and this is another form of slavery too, or another, because when you read, let me just read this real quick. Deuteronomy 28:48. Thus saith the Lord, or Salakia, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. And it says, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck till he have destroyed thee. And that's what happened. Our people in slavery were completely destroyed, man. To this very day, our people are very, messed up, man. And and this is how you prove that this is talking about the Israelites, because all you gotta do is just look this up, and I guarantee it's gonna have Israelites, so-called Negroes, with a yoke of iron upon thy neck. And I was watching this video with Elder Pastor Tahar. He was mentioning, the things in which they would do to Jake. Put a yoke of iron, put an iron mask on them, so they wouldn't be able to eat or drink. But see, like I said, yoke of iron, all I looked up was yoke of iron. I didn't put yoke of iron on, African American or black people's necks. No, man, this is the curses. Okay? All right? Salakia, brothers, I just had a phone call come in, so I had to cut it just to edit the phone number out. Please forgive me. But I'm gonna just pick up where I thought I left off. Just talking about how, when you see or when you look this up, the term yoke of iron, this is how you know who the Israelites are. Because this is done only to these people, man. You don't see no Edomites went through this, or a Moabite, or any of the other nations. This is the only thing that that pops up when you put in this term, yoke of iron. And really, when you just put in slavery or slaves, Israel pops up, man. You ain't gonna see any other nation. You ain't gonna see no crackers, nothing. This is how you know who the children of Israel are. By the curses, and these curses are gonna be upon our enemies real soon. Okay. Now, so let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and it says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships." Now, this is talking about America right now, okay? Just because this place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, okay? "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt not see it. Thou shalt see it no more again." Talking about our homeland. And it says, "And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you," meaning no one will be able to deliver you or save you. All right. And this is what the children of Israel went through, and this is what you so-called white people are going to go through. Okay. Because these curses are going to come upon what? Our enemies. Deuteronomy 30:7, it says, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and upon them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." See? And who persecuted us? And who hates us to this very day? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Who hates you? These Edomites, man. The so-called white man. All right, and he ain't never gonna change, man. All right, because his anger, when you go to what is that? Amos. Trying to think of the precept. And I believe it's Amos 1:11. Yep. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof." So the Most High, he's already established that he's not going to turn away the punishment of Esau, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and that's what Esau's done. Because when you go to Genesis, the I want to say the 27th chapter, it goes into how let me see, just to grab it real quick. There it is, Isaiah or Genesis 27:41, and it says, "And Esau hated his brother, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob." And that's what Esau's done. All right, he slew his brother. All right. This is what Amos is going into, and it says, "Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and kept his wrath forever." And when you look at this word wrath, it's anger. Okay. All right, and this is what's going to happen. Verse 12, "But I will send fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Bozrah." And that's right, because this place is going to go out in flames, America. Okay. This is the book of, let's go here, Colossians chapter 3 verse 25, and it says, "But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done, and there is no respect of persons." And that's right, and you Edomites have done wrong to the children of Israel, and that's why the Most High, he's going to recompense you for what for your doings. All right. And he's going to lay his vengeance upon you by the hand of his people Israel, the ones you hate. Okay. Here we're going to rule over our oppressors, man. Isaiah 14 verse 1, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel." And that's who the Most High is coming to deliver, Israel. Okay, starting with the elect. "And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob." The strangers are Israelites, okay? And it says, "And the people shall take them and bring them in their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were." And that's right. And who were we captive under? The Edomites. All All right. And, the rest of the nations, the other nations, had a part in our downfall as well, man. And they're going to be our captives as well. All right. Except it's just only for you Edomites you're going to get the worst of it. These other nations, you ain't going to be, we going to kick you in the ass, you step out of line, but, you ain't going to get the same treatment as the Edomite is going to get, And it says, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And that's right. That's what's going to happen. We're going to be given, we're going to be the head, because right now we're the tail, but soon as the roles are going to be reversed, we're going to be the head, and these other nations, starting with Esau, Edom, you're going to be the tail, man, meaning you're going to be at the bottom. All right, and we're going to be ruling over you, man. All right, with a rod of iron. All right, and it says, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. And that's right, because we were brought. See, right here, here in America, we're not here to have a good old time, man. We were brought here for slavery, man, for captivity, but the Most High, he's gonna give us rest from the sorrow and the fear and the things in which we go through and on this in the lives we live now, and from the bondage of slavery which we were made to serve. Okay. And it says, hold up. Before I read this, let's go back to this video right here.
Also going to acknowledge that you're going into slavery under the black man. Huh? No. You ain't going to acknowledge that. You see how the white woman is? You see this white woman? She does not want to acknowledge the fact that she's going into slavery.
No woman will acknowledge that they were going to slavery for any reason.
You're going to go into slavery.
No. I will stand
give me revelation. Give me revelation. No, you can't jump on the bandwagon now. You can't jump on the bandwagon now.
You're going nowhere.
Oh, I'm going straight up and you're going down. I'm going.
And that's what's happening right now, man. All right, you Edomites, you going down, man. All right, and us Israelites, we going up, man. All right, and I'm reading on here, Isaiah 14:4, and it says, and that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased and the golden city ceased? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the ruler. And that's what's happening. Esau's staff, his power is being broken down, man. All right, and it says, he who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke. And that's what you Edomites have done. You ain't just oppressed, Israel. I mean, Israel's caught the most out of all the nations, but you still be going around fucking around with the other nations too, man. And you don't even, and you such a devil, you don't even give a shit about your own people, man. But it says, he who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke, he that ruled the nations with anger is persecuted and none hindereth. That's right. And see, that's how you know who Esau Edom is, because he ruled over the nations with anger, man. All right. And he's destroyed the whole earth, man. The scriptures say, destroy them which destroy the earth, man. And that's what's going to happen to you Edomites, man. And it says, verse 7, the whole earth is at rest. And that's right. And the earth is going to be at rest when you Edomites are brought down to a low state, man. And it says, the earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth and singing. That's right. The trees are going to sing. Everything's going to rejoice when you devils are brought down, man. And really when you're completely exterminated, okay? Because you will be exterminated according to the book of Obadiah, okay? And rightfully so, man, because you devils, you ain't right, man. You ain't right at all. Obadiah 1:18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. And that's what's going to happen, man. All right? If the Lord spoken it, guess what? It's going to be done. Okay? Let's go to Ezekiel 12:20. 12:28. And it says, Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord. So that's going to be done. That's going to be accomplished, okay? And we're at the end of your world, man. All right, you going down and we going up, man.
Bandwagon now. You can't jump on the bandwagon
You're
now.
going nowhere.
Oh, I'm going straight up and you going
We're
down.
going up.
I'm going up.
Moving on up.
No, no.
And that's right. The nation of Israel is going to move on up, man. And you demons, you Edomites, you going to be moving on down, man. Second Ezra 6 and 9. Let me start a little bit, a couple of verses behind. All right, this is Second Ezra 6 and 7, and it says, "Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting of sunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?" Meaning the first earth, or the first, world, Esau's world. Okay. And it says, "And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first to heal Esau," and that represents us bringing you devils down, man. All right. First off, starting with this word, man. Okay. And it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that falls." And that's right. So you Edomites, you're the end of the world, man. We're at the end of your world, man. And the end of your world, all right, is the beginning of our world. Okay. And that's the thing. And I believe that's what I'm going to title this lesson, all right? Or what Elder Apostle Tahar said to that Edomite lady. We going straight up and you going down, Esau. All right? And our future is great, man. Our future, when you read, especially like when you read certain books like the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. I'll read a little bit of it. Let me start where I want to start. I'll start here. Ezekiel 37 and 21. And it says, "And say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen." And that's right, because, going back to the curses, we are, well, let me just grab it just to prove. Deuteronomy 28 and 65, or 64, forgive me. And it says, "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other, and it says, "And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone." And that's what our people have done to this very day. Especially when they go to these churches, man, they worship other gods, man. Okay, but right here it says, "The Lord shall scatter thee among all people," and that's right, because our people are everywhere, man. Our people ain't gonna come looking like your regular Judite. He ain't gonna be coming looking like Wesley Snipes. He ain't gonna be coming looking like John Lake Wazamo, and just a regular Israelite would look like. Our people gonna look like our people gonna be coming looking like Esau. Our people gonna be coming looking like a straight up Hamite, straight up Moabite, because our people are everywhere, man. Our people throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, that's one of the curses, that we would be scattered among what? All the people. Okay. But according to the Ezekiel 37, the Most High is going to take all the children of Israel from among the heathen. All right. It says, "And I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and I will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land." And that's the thing, so you got Israelites that be like, "We gotta go to the homeland." That's not how the Most High wants you to go down, man. All right, the Most High is going to send His Son Yahawashi, and Yahawashi, He's going to bring us to our own land, our homeland. Okay, and it says, "And I will make them one." Listen, it says, "And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, which will be King David, the literal King David, and they shall be no more two nations." And that's right, because right now you have a divided nation. Okay, all right, you got the southern and the northern kingdom, but when the Most High does this, all right, He's not going to have it to where there's going to be two nations, the southern and the northern kingdom. We're going to be joined into one kingdom, right? A nation of Israel, Yasharallah. And it says, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. See? Neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, nor with their distasteful things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places, wherein they have sinned, and I will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. And that's right, the Most High is going to cleanse us. The Most High, He's going to cleanse us and purify us, make us perfect, according to the new covenant, Jeremiah 31 and 31. And it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them out of the land, out of the hand, to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and they will be, and it says, and will, write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. And I will forgive their, it says, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. And that's right, because we're going to be made perfect. Okay. All right. Reading on, verse 24. And David my servant shall be king over them, and they shall, and it says, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes, and do them. And we're going to be doing that perfectly. Okay. And it says, they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. Why are we going to dwell forever? Why? Because we're going to be made perfect. Okay. And us being perfect, us not sinning, we're never going to die. Okay. And it says, and their children's children forever, and my servant David shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I'll make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant, and I will place them and multiply them, and I will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. My tabernacles also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their power, and they shall be my people. And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel. Well, my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. See, and this is our future. This is us going up, man. All right, and you devils, you Edomites and you other nations, you're gonna be beneath us, man. You're gonna be under us. Okay. Revelation 21 verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And that's right. And the first heaven and the first earth is talking about the world we live in now, Esau, Edom's world. See, but there's going to be a new heaven, a new earth, a new ruler. There's going to be a new sheriff in town. All right. And it says, and I John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, which New Jerusalem, that's the elect. Okay. And it says, prepared as a bride abroad for a husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with man, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their God. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. And that's right. And this is talking about the Israelites. You know, we're not going to, all the things in which we experience in the lives we live now are not going to be a factor. They're not going to comply, or they're not going to be a factor in the kingdom, right? All right, it's going to be a thing of the past, okay? And it says, and Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. See, so the things of this world are going to be passed away, man. And he that sat thereon And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said, Write me. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And that's right. And these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things. And that's why we want to overcome, man. All right, we want to endure unto the end, so that what we may inherit, what? All things. And that's everything, man. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and the unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolizers, and all liars shall have their part in the lake, which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And that's what you unbelieving, you wicked people. All right, this is gonna be your this is gonna be your end. You're gonna meet your end here in America. All right, in the lake of fire, which is gonna burn with fire and brimstone, which is gonna be caused by those missiles. Okay. And there came unto me one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, full of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride of the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city. And this is our heaven. This is our, our kingdom in which Israel is going to receive. All right, starting with the elect. And he showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High, having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone more precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And that's how you know who's going to be in the kingdom, man. The children of Israel, man. They going to be on top. But in you other nations, you going to be at the bottom, man. Okay? Play that again.
I will stand.
Give me revelation. Give me revelation. No, you can't jump on the bandwagon now. You can't jump on the bandwagon now.
You're going nowhere.
Oh, I'm going straight up and you're going
We're
down.
going up.
I'm going up.
Moving on up.
No. You don't gotta think about
Step over on the
That's right, man. You Edomites, the other nations are going down, and Israel, Yahshua, is going up, man. All right, starting with the elect. So, just a quick little lesson. I just wanted to touch upon that. I saw that last night, and it hit me, because that's the truth. We're in the process of Esau going down, all right, and us Israelites going up, man. All right, Esau, you going down, and Israel, we turning up. We going up, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashim, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and unto the elders, the great millstone. GMS will tell me this truth. Honors to all the Akim out there that's pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And until the next time I say, brother, Shalom.